Hi there. When you're in the supermarket, do you like to buy flowers? Well, we all do. However, they don't last, do they? If you're lucky, what you get a week. Better with carnations, they last longer. Roses, a couple of days, 5 days or something. So if you want something a little bit more permanent to sit on the windowsill, I would recommend this one. This is a Tesco, from Tesco, and it was a lot smaller when I got it. And you see them in all the supermarkets. Now they say of two types. When you walk in, you see all the flowers, or you're walking out and all the flowers are there. You see these two types a lot. You see this one, and you see the miniature roses. Now, I've always loved them, and the miniature roses are my favourites. I think they're lovely. But I've had two, and they've never lasted. They've never lasted more than, about the same, maybe a little bit longer than a bunch of roses, but a bunch of cut roses. But they just don't last. Whereas this is a really good one to get. Now, this is the second one I've had. They're so cheap. They're only like, I think, about $1.25 to $1.75, less than £2. Unless it comes with a pot, but if you get it without the proper pot, then they're just, less than £2. And this is huge now, look at the size of it. It was only when I first got it, it was like, kind of here. And I'm rubbish with plants. No Alan Titchmarsh, I can't do gardening very well, indoor gardening. Outdoor gardening, I've never really had a garden of my own. In fact, I've never, ever since I've moved out of home, I've never had a garden of my own. I've always been in flats. So it's nice to have something to brighten up the windowsill. And yeah, this one has just went from strength to strength. I had one before, and it lasted really well. But this one's lasted even longer and grown even bigger. And I think it's a kind of cactusy. Let me get a little close-up of the leaves. You see they're quite sort of perforated on the edge. It almost looks like a sort of cactusy kind of plant. For less than £2, this is just absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Look at the flowers that have came out now. I think one of the secrets to this one is you don't overwater it, which is great for people who are rubbish with plants, because you forget it's there, don't you? But I think because it is maybe from a sort of cactus family, I might be wrong, I don't know. It seems to thrive with less water, just that occasional water every, once a month, maybe. But I didn't water this for ages. And it just went from strength to strength. And the other thing is, which I didn't do with the old one, you get rid of the sort of dead leaves. I think, did I cut? Yeah, I went around cutting with scissors. These bits are kind of falling off now. A few dead leaves in here. So yeah, what I did was I took off some dead leaves. And these this is the second time it's flowered. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? What a gorgeous plant for less than £2. Beautiful window plant. You see the actual big size of it there? Look at that, eh? Isn't it gorgeous? There's a little bit of... It's just so green and glossy. It's absolutely gorgeous window plant. So yeah, I love the miniature roses the best, but I would recommend this one. In fact, I think maybe I'm starting to like it even more, because it is just so amazing. This never happens to me. I think this is only one plant I've had before. I don't have too many. I don't like it looking like a garden indoors, but I like just one or two, dotted about. And this has just went from strength to strength. The little flowers on it are just so beautiful. Gorgeous pink colour. What I did was I took the dead heads off, and they're quite easy to take off. You maybe don't even need scissors, because they just fall away. But I'm just delighted with this buy. When did I get it? Oh, actually, I know when I got it. Yeah, because my mum and her partner brought me over a miniature rose. That's where this pot is from. But the miniature rose lasted a week, if that. So to use the pot, I thought, I'll buy another one of those. And even, if you don't get this sort of success, they do last quite a long time with the first bloom. This is the second bloom that's came out. And once these flowers die, you just take them off, and that's promoting the regrowth. But the way that the whole thing is grown out the way as well, it's just the most amazing thing, because this doesn't happen to me with plants. So if you're in the supermarket, they do them in all them. I got this one in Tesco's, but they're all the same. You see them in Sainsbury's, don't you? You see them in Sainsbury's, Asda, these sort of places. Amazingly cheap, and what a grower. The colour on that glossy colour on those leaves is just, look at this, yeah, I'll turn it around. You see the pink blooms? And that's it at the back. They're shiny, these glossy leaves are. Isn't this just gorgeous? You get one for every room. There. Little sort of like cherry blossom. I can't remember what it's called actually. That's kind of bad, eh? I should really know the name of the thing, but I don't. Just picked it up from the floral bit, but yeah. Recommend these, right? Not pricey at all, and they come out really well. As I say, even if they don't last, go to the second bloom, then take some of the dead leaves out, because that's the other thing. Because the dead leaves, what can happen with those is they can cause mould. And I was over watering the last one as well, so there's dead leaves and there's water going on it. That's created a mould, and that's not helped. This leave's a little bit dry as well, so I'll take that off. I don't want to pull it out too much. But yeah, so that's just those two little secrets with this will help this thrive. It's a plant that I would definitely recommend. So next time you're in Tesco's, go and get one, eh?